Welcome back, and pay attention to this story because it really is a tragedy unfolding in Indonesia. Rescuers there digging through destroyed buildings, through huge mounds of debris for any survivors. This after Friday's monstrous earthquake and the disastrous tsunami that followed that earthquake. At least
watch this.
Everyone, in this video, we'll share you about explanation text. So, before we start to the discussion, let me ask you guys, have you heard about explanation text before? If you haven't heard about that, let me start the discussion. Here we go. So, I'm Chelsea as the leader of the third group, and now I want to introduce you all of the members of our group. Let's check it out.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Reynolds, and I'm explaining about example of explanation text.
Hi guys, my name is Alfa Muzaffar, and I explaining about the feature of explanation text.
Hi guys, my name is Tina Jasmina, and I'm explaining about the generic structure of explanation text.
Hi, my name is Dina Biti, and I'm explaining about social function of explanation text.
Hello, my name is Fikri Sastiran Daripati, and I'm explaining about example of explanation text. Hello, my name is Rizal Yaman Alafis, and I explaining about type explanation text.
Hi, I'm Siti Murshida. I'm explaining about definition of explanation text.
Hi, my name is Raihat Anuwijaya, and I explain about example the explanation text.
So, first, definition of explanation text is text which tells process relating to forming of natural, social, scientific, and cultural phenomenon. Explanation text is to say why and how of the forming of the phenomenon. It is often found in science, geography, and history textbooks.
Next, the social function is to explanation the processes involved in the formation or working of natural or social cultural phenomena. So we can say the purpose of explanation text is to provide readers with an understanding of the subject matter in the text.
Next is the generic structure of explanation text. There's a three kinds of the generic structure in explanation text. The first kind is the general statement. The general statement is an area that contains a general explanation of what phenomena will be discussed. The general statement can take the form of introducing a phenomenon or a basic explanation of phenomenon. And the second kind is a sequence of explanation. This is where an explanation of why and how the phenomenon occurs. Suppose there is text explanation about bicycles, so here is explain why people need bicycles and how the process of making bicycles take place. And the third kind is closing of explanation. Closing has two understanding gaps. Some of people assume that the closing is the last part in sequence part, or while for others is define that the closing does not exist and the part of closing is considered as part of the sequence of explanation itself.
Next is language feature of explanation text. In explanation text, there are linguistic features as below. First, using simple present tense. Simple present tense is when you use a verb to tell about things that happen continually in the present, like every day, every month, every week. Second is using abstract noun. Abstract noun is a noun that denotes an intangible concept such as an emotion, a feeling, a quality, or an idea. Is using action verb. Action verb is verb that expresses physical or mental action. Fourth is using passive voice. Passive voice is a style of writing where what would be the object of a sentence becomes the subject of the sentence. And the last is containing explanation of the process.
Before that, me and my friend will read the text and explain you about the genre structure and language feature set on this text. And this the first paragraph. And the title is How Earthquake Happened. Earthquake is one of the most destroying natural disaster. Unlikely, it often happens in several regions. Recently, a horrible earthquake has shaken West Sumatra. It has brought great damage. And why did it occur? And do you know how an earthquake happened?
And now I will read the second paragraph. And this is the second paragraph. Earthquakes are usually caused when rocks underground suddenly breaks along a fault. This sudden release of energy causes seismic waves and it makes the ground shake. When the two plates of rocks are rubbing against each other and they stick a little.
They don't just slide smoothly. The rocks are still pushing against each other but not moving. After a while, the rock plates break because of all pressure that's built up. When the rocks break, the earthquake occurs.
Genetic structure. The genetic structure divided by three. The first is a general statement. The second is a sequence of explanation, and the third is closing. But here, I'm just explaining you about the general statement. General statement is starting the phenomenon issue which are to be explained. So, in the last part on this paragraph, there is a statement that starts how earthquake happened and why or why did it occur. This is a problem that must be solved, and this problem will be discussed on paragraph 2. So we can conclude that the paragraph 1 is a general statement.
Okay, after general statement is sequential explanation. In the example text, sequential explanation is in paragraph 2 and 3. Why? Because those paragraphs are stating a series of steps which explain the phenomena. And the last part is closing. Actually, this is not mentioned in explanation text. However, many people think that the last paragraph is closing, in which it's actually part of sequential explanation.
And now we are in the language feature of the example. And this is the first paragraph. In this first paragraph, there's just a simple present tense. And those words is destroying and happens. And now this is the second paragraph. In this second paragraph, there's three types, not three types honestly, but three language feature. First is simple present. Two, what is it? Action verb. And number 3 is containing explanation of the process. For simple present, we have release and smoothly. For action verb, we have rubbing and pushing. For containing explanation of the process it's a bit too long, so I will just give it some word. From the words, earthquakes are usually until it makes the ground shake. And this is the last paragraph, the third paragraph. In this paragraph, there is just one language feature, and that language feature is abstract noun. In this paragraph, the words that containing abstract noun is pressure.
And now, this is my part, and I will tell you about the types of explanation text. Those 3 types of explanation text. First, sequential. The second is causal. And the last is theoretical. And one thing, don't forget and remember what you've just learned.
Okay everyone, so that's the end of our video. I hope with this video you can increase your knowledge about the explanation text. And I'm very sorry if we make a mistake. And thank you so much with watching our video, and bye.
Evening class. So this day we learn about the explanation text. Definition of explanation text is a text with detailed process reasoning of forming of natural, social, scientific, and cultural phenomena. Explanation text is to show why and how of the forming of the phenomena. It is often found in science, geography, and history textbooks. Okay? Next is the general structure of the explanation text. General statement. This is any breaking news. I'm here at the place where the earthquake happened, and the place is 88 Jakarta High School. Now, I want to interview a student are there at the location of this earthquake. Okay, guys, good opening. Then I interview both of you.
Yes.
So, how can this be happen? Good be happen?
Honestly, I don't know how this disaster happens because I'm just studying in like classroom and then suddenly there's a
Shake.
yes.
Oh, that's very impressive. And what the time this particular happen?
Maybe 12 p.m.
12 p.m. Okay. Is there any victim of this school?
I don't know because there's no lots of news to us.
Okay.
Yes.
Just listen. Okay. Thank you for this time.
Okay.
Okay. That's just a report from me. Reza, back to studio.
And it makes